What's up, guys? Today I'm going to install the oil cooler. I start this installation, so I'm going to put the videos of me installing this part in here when the engine was out of the car. So you see there where the oil filter is. See that little red AN10 fitting? So we're going to connect in there, in and out. But for now, you're gonna watch me putting that. Alright, as you see, my engine doesn't have any modification. I'm not relocating this, so it's gonna be the way it is. So the way we're gonna do is, one side has a piece of O-ring in here, and the other side is clean, has nothing. So the O-ring side goes in here. One thing you need to decide is where this thing is going to point to, so you put your filter on. I believe that mine will be like something like this, and just hoping that it doesn't affect anywhere in the car, but if it does, I will need to loosen a little bit and then put back in there. So I'm going to put this guy in there. Get a 27mm, and I'm gonna tighten this guy. But before doing that, I brought the oil and I get excited and I start doing everything. I'm gonna get a little bit of oil, just put my finger in there. Where is it? There we go. And I'm gonna put on the O-ring. It's gonna help lubricate and seal. And clean our fingers, of course, and we're gonna get our guy. So this goes on top of that, right, like this, and we're gonna attach right in there. We're gonna tighten this guy. Okay. It's very hard to hold, and I'm also gonna get a breaker bar. I gotta hold this here, so I'm gonna try to do like this. Put something here so it will stop this from moving, and get my breaker bar and tighten this. There you go. Yep, so this is a 27mm, just in case you want. I have this filter from KN, and this is for 2JZ. The only thing that you need to look is there's a piece of rubber here on the filter. I'm gonna take this off. I'm just putting so you can see. There's a piece of rubber here, and this rubber gotta be on top of this sandwich here. Does it make sense? Right here. So yeah, if it is touching well, you just tight enough, you know, see how tight it goes. It doesn't need to tighten the crap out of it, but you also won't need this loose. So yeah, that's pretty good. The oil feed, we're gonna get. I'm gonna take. So everything is loose in this thing here when you just buy. So ideally, I put some yellow tape and then tight these guys in there. That's gonna be enough. Yellow tape is gonna prevent this from leaking, and is also oil resistant, fuel resistant. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put the link of all this stuff in the description like I always do, but it's a yellow tape like this. It's almost like the pipe ones, but it's yellow, like I said. So the oil feed is a little bit trickier, and I need to put this here so I know exactly where I'm going to. So this here goes right in there on the turbo, as you see. and I need to have enough space to either I don't know, I don't want to go over the engine because it's going to be over ridiculous, but I might need to go like here, like this. Yeah, this thing here will need to go on the top one. So what we're going to do is we take the top one. Usually we need to use a wrench, but of course it's not tight. Then you put a tape. There's a way, you hold in your right hand, you go with your left hand, put on top of the thing and goes towards you all the way to the bottom, and this allows the tape to stay in there, because when you tight, it's not gonna tight against the tape, so you're not gonna untape it. Be sure there's no tape in the hole, and we gotta do the dance now. I hate this part for this thing, man. So in here I'm gonna use a 14mm, but as I tight all the whole thing turns, so I gotta hold nice and tight. So that, and then the bottom one we gotta do the same thing, but here at least now I have my turbo line. We're gonna connect that later. Back to this thing here. Don't forget to take every single, tap all of them so you are guaranteed that this is not gonna leak. So just observation, these guys here, they come with a piece of rubber band. So you have well, a rubber band, the O-ring, so you don't need to use anything. Let the O-ring do the job. Alright, so that is done. Engine of course is inside the car because I already saw it, and what we need to do is find a good place to mount this guy here. Usually I would put this like around here, but I'm afraid, because this is a drift car, has an extra angle and all that stuff, I'm afraid that this get hit, my oil is gonna drain, and then boom, I'm gonna be gone. If you look at my Mitsubishi Eclipse, you see right in here, I put right in there. But it is safe and it's far from the wheel, and you know, look at that. In here, I'm not quite sure how far this is gonna go in, and because I made this bash bar, I mean, it can't go too much further than that. So that said, my plan is to put this right in here. Hang this guy right in here. See, it fits perfectly. Somehow there are two holes in here and they align. So I might be able to put this here, get the two pipes that come out here like that, and then put one here, one there. It's gonna look cool. Nice. And now, as you see, I can put right in here, and I would just need a little nut, and should be good to go. So now for us, this is done. This is fixed in there. We have two lines. The lines that has a 90 degrees goes in here, but the lines do not have the same size, the same length. So the smallest one, right, see the little difference, is just the difference of size. So the smallest one will go right in here. So for now, I'm gonna put right in here. I'm not gonna tie too much right now. Just gonna set in there. And now we have the long one. There you go. So with that in there, I just need to double check one thing, if my intercooler is gonna fit in here, because that's gonna be tight. I might need to tilt my intercooler a little bit. Let's see. So just so I can move around, I'm gonna zip tie those two guys in here. I'm gonna replace this in a minute, but I just need to be sure that this is not moving and that this is gonna be in place. Not even sure if I'll support in here yet. So now from the bottom, this is how it looks like. So we came from here, and then we went all the way there. Let's see if I get the light off. And I just did one loop and they end in here. So I guess I won't be able to do that on camera because it's gonna require like a lot of push and pulling here, but or two hands. So I'm gonna try to do like this and put in there, and do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna see what's going to happen with this here. So let me play around and I'm gonna show you the result in a sec. Okay, one other thing to look out for is when you have your sandwich plate, you can see right in there, don't tie it too much because you might need to rotate again. So I put that before everything happens, and now I need to rotate a little bit. I also put the turbo line up here, so when I rotate, the turbo line also moves. So I need to have a good compromise before between having the turbo line right there, or I'll need to remove the turbo line and go all the way to this side here, which has another port. So yeah, just things to look out for. I guess I should be alright in here, but if not, I'll need to do that little rotating, removing the turbo line, rotate this more, and go above and touching here. So yeah, let me do it. It's gonna be boring, and I'll come back in a sec. Alright, so check it out. It has enough clearance. Trying to get the light out of the way. The turbo line is great. This here is not touching the engine, not touching anywhere. It does one loop. I'm gonna show you from the top, and we're gonna secure this guy. We're gonna be good to go. So filter goes right in there. It's not necessary to buy filter relocation kit if you are wondering. Some people say you gotta buy this, you gotta buy that, it gotta be expensive. So I guess we're gonna see how my car performs, and you know, it's a lot of eBay stuff. This G Plus thing is working perfectly on my Eclipse, so it's good. Yeah, so look, there's one loop in here. This loop, we could use this here, but I don't think that's gonna be strong enough. This is the OEM. It's for a harness though. Yeah, I'm gonna put a little tie that came with the kit. I never know where. Oh, here. This thing here, we're gonna put right in there, and also secure this in here like this. So yeah, then it's gonna be away from everything, but you know, the way it is great. I can even leave this in here. My only concern here will be if I can fit my intercooler, or I'll need to get a new one also. So yeah, but anyway, this is how I installed mine. The Eclipse was the same process, it's just different place. I need to make brackets. I don't even can't even believe that this is the exact same size. So the way it works is this one does not have a thermostat, which means the oil is going to circulate in the engine and it's going to get out through the filter. It's going to come out here. Whatever happens here, heat, cold, it's going to go back on the line, go back to the filter and do its own thing and go back to the engine. The one I have on the Eclipse has a thermostat, which means it only cools the oil when the oil reaches certain temperature. In this case, like it's a drift car, it's going to be on that temperature like regardless a lot of the time. So it doesn't matter to me. I choose not to have the thermostat, but just know that there is an option, and you know it'll be like between $100 and $120. I'm gonna put the Amazon link down here. Stuff that sells on eBay sells on Amazon now. Amazon is the new eBay, I guess. But feel free to get anywhere. I'm just gonna put you there so you can have the link or the idea of what you're looking for. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing. This baby is almost about to start. Just have a few more things to do and all the wiring. I gotta hurry. And yeah, leave a little comment down here if you think if you have anything to say. I love comments, like I say in every single video, and also like I say in every single video, catch you later.